The night hung heavy over the town of Blackwood, a dense fog rolling in from the surrounding forest like a sinister omen. Among the looming shadows stood Blackwood Manor, a decrepit Victorian mansion that whispered tales of tragedy and horror to those who dared to listen. Its windows were boarded up, and ivy choked the crumbling walls, entwining the house in a web of decay. A group of friends, drawn by morbid curiosity and the thrill of the unknown, ventured into the darkness to explore the abandoned mansion. Leading the group was Sarah, a young woman with a fearless spirit and a thirst for adventure. With her were Jack, a skeptic with a penchant for danger, Emily, a nervous girl who clung to Sarah's side for comfort, and Alex, a thrill-seeker who reveled in the adrenaline rush of the unknown. As they approached Blackwood Manor, the air grew heavy with anticipation, and Sarah's heart pounded in her chest. She couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched, that unseen eyes followed their every move from the depths of the darkness. The front door groaned open, revealing a yawning black void that seemed to swallow the feeble light of their flashlights. Sarah hesitated for a moment, but Jack urged her forward, his voice tinged with excitement and apprehension. "Come on, Sarah, don't chicken out now," Jack said, his flashlight cutting through the darkness like a knife. "Let's see what secrets this old place holds." With a deep breath, Sarah stepped over the threshold, her senses on high alert. The air inside the mansion was thick with dust and decay, and the floorboards groaned beneath their weight as they ventured further into the darkness. Strange noises echoed through the halls, a soft whisper here, a faint moan there, as if the very walls of the mansion were alive with unseen horrors. Sarah's nerves were stretched taut, and she couldn't shake the feeling that they were walking into a trap. "Did you hear that?" Emily whispered, her voice trembling with fear. Sarah nodded, her skin crawling with unease. "We need to be careful," she said, her voice barely above a whisper. "Something doesn't feel right about this place." But Jack brushed off her concerns, his bravado masking the fear that gnawed at his insides. "It's probably just the wind," he said, his voice strained. As they explored the mansion, they stumbled upon a hidden staircase leading down into the bowels of the house. Sarah's instincts screamed at her to turn back, but curiosity got the better of her, and she urged her friends to follow. They descended into darkness, their flashlights flickering as they navigated the winding passageways. The air grew colder with each step, and Sarah's breath hung in icy clouds before her face. Suddenly, they came upon a small, dimly lit room, its walls lined with dusty old furniture and cobwebs. In the center of the room stood a tarnished mirror, its surface warped and twisted with age. As Sarah approached the mirror, a chill ran down her spine, and she felt as if 1,000 eyes were watching her every move. She hesitated for a moment, her reflection staring back at her with empty eyes. And then, without warning, the mirror shattered into 1,000 pieces, unleashing a cacophony of screams and whispers that echoed through the darkness. Sarah screamed and stumbled backwards, her friends rushing to her side. But when they turned back to look at the mirror, they saw something that chilled them to the bone. A figure standing behind Sarah, its face twisted in a grotesque grin. They fled from Blackwood Manor, their hearts pounding with terror, vowing never to return to that cursed place. But as they made their way back to town, they couldn't shake the feeling that they were being followed, that the shadows of Blackwood Manor lingered just beyond the edge of sight, waiting to claim their souls for eternity.